Are we alone in the universe? It's a question humanity has asked for centuries, gazing up at the endless sea of stars. We've sent probes, scanned the skies with massive telescopes, and listened intently for any sign, any whisper from the cosmos. For decades, the answer was silence. But then, on a quiet summer night in 1977, something extraordinary happened. We received a message, a signal so powerful, so unusual, that it defied all explanation. A signal that, to this day, remains one of the greatest mysteries in modern science. This is the story of the WOW signal. It was August 15, 1977. At Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Observatory, a giant telescope was patiently listening to the universe. Its job was to sweep the sky, searching for radio signals that might originate from an intelligent extraterrestrial civilization. For years, the project, part of SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, had found nothing but the background hum of the cosmos. The data was printed out on long sheets of computer paper, a seemingly endless stream of single-digit numbers representing signal strength. But on this particular night, nestled among the usual ones and twos, a sequence appeared that was unlike anything seen before. A volunteer astronomer named Jerry Amon was reviewing the printouts a few days later. As his eyes scanned the columns of data, he suddenly stopped. There it was, 6EQU-J5. This wasn't just random noise. This was a signal that flared up, grew intensely strong, and then faded away exactly as the telescope passed it by. The sequence represented a signal that was a staggering 30 times stronger than the average background noise of deep space. It was a perfect narrowband transmission, precisely the kind of artificial signal scientists had predicted an alien civilization might use to communicate. In a moment of pure astonishment, Jerry circled the sequence on the printout and wrote a single word in the margin. Wow. The name stuck, and the mystery began. So, what made this signal so special? First, its frequency. The WOW signal was detected at around 1420 megahertz. This is a hugely significant number in radio astronomy. It's the natural emission frequency of hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. Scientists call this frequency the water hole, because just as animals gather around a water hole on the savanna, it's theorized that any intelligent species trying to communicate across the galaxy would choose this universal quiet channel to broadcast on. It's like a cosmic calling card that everyone in the universe should recognize. The WOW signal hit this frequency dead on. Second, its duration and profile. The Big Ear telescope had two receivers that scanned the same patch of sky a few minutes apart. A continuous signal from space should have been detected by both. The WOW signal, however, was detected by only one of the receivers and lasted for exactly 72 seconds. This is precisely the amount of time the telescope's field of view would take to sweep past a fixed point in the sky. This suggested the source wasn't on Earth, or even in our solar system. It had to be coming from deep space. It flared up, peaked in intensity as it passed through the center of the telescope's beam, and then faded out. A perfect bell curve of power. It behaved exactly like a genuine extraterrestrial signal was expected to. The location was another piece of the puzzle. The signal originated from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, near a globular star cluster known as M55. This region is dense with stars, many of them sun-like, making it a plausible neighborhood for a life-bearing planet. The signal seemed to be coming from a specific, fixed point in the cosmos. But when astronomers, including Jerry Amon himself, went back to look at that exact spot in the sky, they found nothing. And that's the heart of the mystery. In the 40-plus years since that night, astronomers have pointed some of the most powerful radio telescopes on Earth back at that same patch of sky, over and over again. They've searched tirelessly, hoping to catch a repeat of that incredible 72-second burst. But the WOW signal has never been heard again. It was a one-time event, a cosmic whisper that vanished as quickly as it came. Naturally, scientists have tried to explain it. Could it have been a signal from a satellite or a military experiment bouncing off a piece of space debris? Highly unlikely. The signal's frequency of 1420 megahertz is internationally protected and forbidden for terrestrial or satellite transmissions. A reflection? The signal was so strong and so focused that it would have required an impossibly specific and unlikely set of circumstances to be a mere reflection. A few years ago, a new theory emerged suggesting the signal could have been caused by the hydrogen cloud surrounding a passing comet. Comets do release large amounts of hydrogen as they get closer to the sun. However, this theory has been widely debated. First, there were no known comets in that exact area of the sky at the time. Second, other astronomers have argued that a comet's hydrogen cloud would not be dense enough to produce a signal of that intensity and narrow bandwidth. So, the comet theory, while interesting, hasn't solved the puzzle. So, we are left with the most tantalizing possibility of all, that the WOW signal was exactly what it appeared to be. A deliberate, powerful, and intelligent message sent from another civilization, perhaps millions of years ago, finally reaching our small planet. Maybe it was a beacon, a lighthouse sweeping across the galaxy. We just happened to be looking in the right direction at the exact right moment to catch its fleeting beam. If that's the case, why has it never repeated? Perhaps their transmitter failed. Perhaps they moved on. Or perhaps the signal is still sweeping across the cosmos, and we just haven't been lucky enough to catch it again. The WOW signal forces us to confront the sheer scale of the universe and our place within it. It remains the strongest candidate for an extraterrestrial signal ever detected. It ticks all the boxes: the right frequency, the right duration, the right origin in deep space. The only thing missing is a repeat performance. Until it's definitively explained by a natural phenomenon, it will stand as a powerful and mysterious anomaly. A single 72-second moment that made us all wonder if someone out there was saying hello. The search continues, fueled by that one word written in the margin of a datasheet. Wow. What do you think the WOW signal was? A natural cosmic fluke? Or our first brief contact with another intelligence? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into one of space's greatest mysteries, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. In the vast silence of space, something answered. For decades, scientists have pointed radio antennas toward the stars, searching for a whisper, a sign, a hello. But in 1977, something extraordinary happened. A mysterious signal unlike anything ever heard before. It lasted just 72 seconds. And to this day, no one can explain it. This is the WOW signal. And what you're about to hear may change the way you look at the universe. It was August 15th, 1977. At The Ohio State University, a giant dish called the Big Ear Radio Telescope was methodically scanning the skies, listening for radio signals from deep space. For astronomer Jerry R. Amon, it was just another day of sifting through endless printouts of data, hours of static, cosmic noise, and meaningless squiggles, until suddenly, a powerful, perfect signal blasted through the noise. On the paper, a sequence of letters and numbers appeared that was unlike anything else. 6EQUJ5. Amon, stunned, circled the sequence in red ink and wrote a single, now famous word beside it. Wow! The signal was 30 times stronger than the background noise of deep space, originating from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, near the heart of our own Milky Way galaxy. It was a digital shout from the cosmos, and then silence. So what made this 72-second blip so special? Why does it still baffle scientists today? Well, the WOW signal was unlike any natural phenomenon we've ever recorded. It wasn't just random noise. It was a strong, steady, narrowband signal. Exactly the kind of transmission you would expect from a deliberate technological source. Natural cosmic objects like stars, quasars, or swirling gas clouds don't produce signals that are this clean and focused. But there's more. The frequency it was broadcast on was almost exactly 1420 megahertz. Why is that number so important? It's known as the hydrogen line, the frequency at which hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe, naturally emits radio waves. For years, scientists have theorized that if an intelligent civilization wanted to send a message across the stars, they might use this universal frequency as a cosmic calling card. It's the one channel everyone in the galaxy should know how to tune into. But the most maddening part? The signal was never detected again. Despite hundreds of follow-up scans with the Big Ear and, later, more powerful telescopes, the sky in that direction remained stubbornly quiet. It was like getting a phone call from another galaxy, only to have the line go dead forever. So, if it wasn't a natural event, what was it? Over the years, dozens of theories have been proposed, each trying to solve this cosmic puzzle. One popular idea was that it was a passing comet releasing a cloud of hydrogen gas. However, this theory was later debunked. Astronomers checked the records and found that the two comets in the vicinity weren't in the right position at the right time to have caused the signal. What about something closer to home? Maybe it was a secret military satellite or even a radio signal from Earth bouncing off a piece of space debris. Researchers investigated these possibilities, but no known satellite or earthly transmission matched the signal's strength, frequency, and trajectory. Each explanation seemed to have a fatal flaw. The signal was too precise, too powerful, and from too specific a point in the sky. To this day, the WOW signal remains one of the most compelling pieces of evidence in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Even NASA has acknowledged it as one of the strongest candidates for an alien transmission ever detected. And just a few years ago, the mystery took another turn. In 2017, researchers reanalyzed the original data with modern tools and pinpointed a potential origin. A sun-like star, 1/800 light-years away, known as 2-mass 19281982 2640123. Is this the home system of whatever sent the message? Or is it just another cosmic coincidence in a universe full of them? We still don't know. Today, the search continues, more advanced than ever. Organizations like SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, use massive arrays of radio telescopes to scan billions of channels across the galaxy, 24/7. We've detected other strange signals since 1977, powerful millisecond-long bursts called fast radio bursts, and mysterious pings from deep space. But none have had the unique, tantalizing characteristics of the WOW signal. Some scientists believe we simply missed our chance, that whoever sent the transmission may have aimed it at our solar system for just a brief moment before moving on, and we weren't listening at the right time to hear a repeat. Others maintain it was a one-in-a-billion fluke, a cosmic alignment of natural phenomena that we will never be able to reproduce or explain. Maybe it was just noise, or maybe... For one brief, fleeting moment, the universe spoke to us, and we weren't quite ready to answer. The WOW signal remains a profound question mark, carved into the fabric of the night sky. And until it, or something like it, happens again, it will continue to haunt our curiosity and fuel our imagination, reminding us of how much is still out there, waiting to be discovered. What do you think the WOW signal was? Let me know your theories down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoy exploring the biggest mysteries of the cosmos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next journey into the unknown.